We've got drivers out there working 50, 60, 70 hours a week, not just running their cars, but their cells into the ground.
New at 5 tonight, rideshare drivers sharing their struggles as a bill to give them more rights moves forward. If passed, it guarantees them a minimum wage and paid sick leave.
K2's Vasily Varlamos is live in Salem with the story for us. And Vasily, drivers tell you it's time for change.
Yes, these drivers say they're working long hours, some living paycheck to paycheck, and they're now saying they're having to make some tough choices to stay afloat. Joe Jackson has spent years behind the wheel as a rideshare driver.
Been doing it for 10 years, thousands of trips, hundreds of thousands of miles on the road.
While Jackson said it was a great gig when he started, he noticed the pay is getting lower year after year.
Now I'm working sometimes 60 to 70 hours in order to make ends meet. Paycheck to paycheck, essentially.
Jackson is pushing for a bill that would increase minimum pay for drivers, guarantees sick leave, and only allows rideshare companies to deactivate a driver for just cause. Last year, he said the lack of access to paid sick leave left him with an impossible choice.
9 months ago when my son was born, I had two options. I can either take the time off and be there for him, or I can pay the bills.
Jackson was able to attend his child's birth thanks to a friend who covered expenses for him.
I almost welcomed my son into homelessness. And if we had family medical leave or paid sick time, especially something that was automatically accruing and easy to use, I would have not had to make that very hard choice to be there for him, to bring him into this world.
Now, rideshare companies would be on the hook for these driver pay increases. It's unclear whether that means an additional cost for consumers. Live in Salem, Vasily Varlamos, K2 News.
Vasily, thank you. More than 130 written testimonies were submitted on this bill, mostly in support. The one opposition, though, Uber. They say it's in current form. In its form now, the bill will hurt Oregonians who depend on ride sharing. It could force them to shut down in parts of the state. Quote, put simply, this draft would make rideshare dramatically more expensive for Oregon riders, reduce access to affordable transportation options, and lead to fewer flexible earning opportunities for drivers. They argue Oregon drivers earn a strong competitive income. They say the earning standard in this bill would be among the highest in the nation and the most expensive standard ever placed in non-urban areas. They also say riders, especially in low-income and underserved communities, will be priced out. Drivers will get fewer ride requests, and businesses and event organizers will be impacted.
Uber also pointed to a similar law enacted in Seattle last year, which quickly backfired. The law was meant to ensure a minimum wage for app-based delivery drivers. Rideshare companies tacked on a fee of $5 on every order to make up for operating costs. Orders plummeted. Drivers and businesses lost money. Listen to what drivers told our Seattle sister station last spring.
I was earning $300 for a day. Right now is it's half.
People don't want to spend much, to buy food for $40 or $30. That before they used to pay like $15 or something.
City leaders later revised the law. If Oregon adopts this current bill, Uber says to expect similar, if not more severe consequences.
Now, remember, Portland City Council is still working to finalize its budget. As it stands now, Portlanders will feel some of the pinch, including on rideshare services. According to the city, the surcharge on Uber and Lyft fees will go from 65 cents to $2 per ride, generating $10 million to support the Portland Bureau of Transportation. We want to hear from you on this tonight. Point your phone's camera at the QR code on your screen and tell us, would you be willing to potentially pay more for rideshare services to benefit the drivers? Yes, they deserve paid time off. No, should be on the state of Oregon. No, should be on Uber, Lyft. Or you need more information. Looking right now, they're saying 48% saying no, the companies should pay.